Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and the new Doctor Strange uniform, boom, is going to feel a lot like the old Doctor Strange uniform, and that can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on whether you wanted Doctor Strange to change or not, whether you like his playstyle or not. But one thing that cannot be denied about his new uniform is the disgusting power. Yo, he hits a lot harder now. Yeah. I just did stage 60 in 30 seconds without strikers. Now, he's got a CTP of Rage, which is sort of the guaranteed CT. It's sort of the prototype. He's the prototype for the CTP of Rage because Doctor Strange doesn't have a regular damage proc rotation, right? I'm spamming skills so much that who knows what skill, right, the proc is going to land on if you have a regular proc. From a CTP of energy or a CTP of destruction or whatever, but his damage output is insane, and that has always been the key to Doctor Strange. Is to get the most damage, you've got to spam like that 5 3 4 2, or sorry, 5 4 3 2 4 3 2 4 3 2, and then 6, and then you just keep that going. And because he's got the refresh on now it's called Vishanti Destruction, it was Sorcerer Supreme. Because he's got the refresh, you get to cast his 6th skill a lot. Now, what has the uniform actually changed? Well, the answer is not much. Visually speaking, well, I shouldn't say not much, but anyways, visually speaking, the uniform has changed 4 of his 5 skills, because visually they've all gotten either complete reworks visually or major upgrades. Like 4 is pretty similar to the old 4, and you can see the effects are basically the same, but it's visually a huge upgrade. What they did do, however, was they did 2 major things. They gave him chain hit damage, 15% chain hit damage, which is a lot, right? Doctor Strange is constantly spamming, so he's constantly racking up those chain hits. A chain hit is just when you do more than one hit. That's chain hit. And then, so he gets a 15% damage increase there, right? Basically, as soon as the fight starts. And then he gets 15% skill damage and 10% bonus damage. The bonus damage is not the important part. The important part there is the skill damage. 15% skill damage, that raises his skill damage by 15%. Given how often he spams his skills, that's a huge spike in damage, right? Because if someone has long cooldowns and they have 15% skill damage, that's not really going to impact it as much because you can only use each skill once over the course of, say, 10 or 15 seconds. But Doctor Strange, in the course of 10 seconds, he's able to do his 5th skill, and he's able to do his 4th, 3rd, and 2nd skills like 4 or 5 times each. So how many skills that actually is closer to 20 than it is to 5, which would be a normal person's skill rotation doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Each one once. So you see how that 15% actually becomes, for a normal character, 15% skill damage compared to Doctor Strange is like 45% skill damage. Like Odin level skill damage. So that's crazy. On top of that, the other big thing they did for Doctor Strange is they changed his regular uniform effect. They went to town on Doctor Strange, which then bugs me a little bit because they don't do this as much for other characters. But anyways, they took his uniform effect from the Infinity War uniform, which has 10% recovery when he uses his 2nd skill, 10% recovery, and 50% reflect. Look what they did to that skill. They just put it on the skill. They just took the uniform effect and they just put it on the skill. Because when you go here to this uniform and you look at his 2nd skill, there's no effect. There's just remove all buffs, right? Now, you've got remove all buffs still there, and they added the 10% recovery and the 50% reflect. Yeah. So this uniform is an insane upgrade. Not to mention, I haven't sat and calculated it, but I'm pretty sure they added more hits to most of his skills. For sure, I know for sure they added more hits to his 5th skill. So he's got more hits on his 5th skill. He's got more effects now, and more damage. And he can still spam the exact same way that he was spamming before. So, yeah. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it out very carefully whether he can use, or whether he still has iframe ignore on his 1st skill and his 4th skill. But let's go back into that Ebony Maw fight, stage 60. We're going to go with the old uniform. Hang on, I just need to check one thing quickly here. I need to make sure that the stats are the same. Dodge, energy, attack, ignore, defense, crit damage. Yeah, they're the same, except this is not her mythic. Okay, hang on. We got a lot of those on the APK. We got a lot of those on the APK, baby. All right, there we go. Okay, so it looks about this. No, energy attack is low. Come on, Wong. You're letting me down. You're supposed to be my, you're supposed to be the Alfred to my Batman. Okay, he actually has more dodge. This uniform has more dodge. Okay, so let's see. You lose the skill damage, bonus damage, of course, and you lose the chain hit damage. How much does that really account for? So yeah, I think this uniform is a must buy if you use Doctor Strange, if you have him at tier 3. At tier 2, Doctor Strange is not very impressive. He's sort of like Thanos. He really needs that tier 3 to bump up. At tier 2, he's really only worth it as a striker. So this uniform it's exactly the same playstyle as you can see. The only difference is there's actually less visual noise on this uniform, and it doesn't do as much damage. So they didn't change around his ultimate ability. They didn't change his 6th skill and give it more effects. They didn't change his all defense down. All that extra damage is just coming from skill damage, bonus damage, which he never had before, and the chain hit damage. It's tough to quantify what that means, because it's not like other skills where it's like, oh yeah, you're getting a 50% attack increase, so you could say, oh, it's 50% more attack, right? I didn't necessarily play this as well as I could have. I could have gone a little bit faster, but I think the fastest I could have gone was 4 minutes, which means that he's 30 seconds faster with the new uniform, which means he's doing literally double the damage. And I don't think that's an exaggeration. I'm dead serious. I do think he's doing about double the damage. So let's go in against Cull stage 60, and let me show you guys what he can do here, because it's bonkers. He's really good. I don't know if he gets any better for PvP. I don't think he does, to be honest with you, but I think he'll have the same value. His value actually, I think, will go down a little bit for PvP, because we are continuing to get very high value PvP characters. So, he's already going to struggle against Silver Surfer and Black Widow and stuff like that. And now we're getting Dormammu. Dormammu is very good for PvP. Very good. Iframe, ignore, reflect. Hello. Revive. Hello. So, yeah. We're going to bring him down here to sort of corner him. The one thing I will say is that the camera kind of moves side to side now with Doctor Strange, which I kind of like. Yeah, look at that. When he racks up the hits, the bars just start melting. The bars just start melting. I delayed the tier 3 there. He was just doing so much damage. Boom. Just completely slices and dices. 45 seconds. Under 45 seconds. No strikers. So good. So good. His playstyle has not changed at all. I don't think his value in PvP has changed at all. Or if it has, it's very minuscule. But, I mean, he's going to do more damage in PvP now. But his playstyle is exactly the same in PvP. But for PvE, this is a massive upgrade. This is just, this is like Holiday Lady Deadpool, for example. It's not quite as big as that, but he's definitely going to be able to go into the 90s, possibly to stage 99 against multiple bosses now. And what I want to do, the last thing I want to do here is I want to show you guys, I'm serious about this. Doctor Strange, people don't believe it. People haven't seen it in so long. You stop believing it. So I'm going to show you guys how good he is. We're going to give him a CTP of authority. I know it's strange that I have so many CTPs of energy. I don't know why the APK is like that, but we're going to give him a CTP of authority, and I want you guys to check out how fast he can do this stage 60. Because he can still do it. He can absolutely still do it. It's not going to be as fast, obviously, right? But he can still do it. And this is what makes him a beyond... No, we got rid of beyond Omega tier. This is what makes him an optimal god, right? He can still do this. Check it out. All right. What happened? Okay. I got hit. Got that accumulation. This was my plan all along. See the damage? So good. How many characters do you know at tier 3 with no strikers and a CTP of authority that can do stage 60? And look how easy this is, right? It's brutal. It's brutal for your phone's battery. It's brutal for your fingers. But look at this. He can almost do the 100-second challenge. If I think about this, if I add strikers, he can do the 100-second challenge. We were only off by 10 seconds on the 100-second challenge for stage 59 with a CT, with basically a completely defensive build, a CTP of authority. Yeah. He's a madman. He's the master. Such a nerdy thing. Anyways, I like it. He's the master of the mystic arts. Guys, Doctor Strange, beautiful. It's not, you know, it's sexy, but it's not anything new, right? It's not unique. I mean, he's unique, but it's the same thing you've gotten used to for the past 2 years of playing the character since he got his 2 years, 1 year since he got his tier 3, right? You spam 5 4 3 2 4 3 2 4 3 2, and then you pop 6. But man, they just put a chainsaw on a chainsaw, and it's not that expensive of a build. I've got a few Odin's blessings there to make up for the APK's cards and stuff like that. But you know, he's dynamite. He's absolutely dynamite. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of the new Doctor Strange space suit where he basically deletes Galactus. Yeah, looking fresh and back again at the top, or near the top. Not at the top, but near the top for world boss clears. Not the one-shot king, but that's Beta Ray Bill's tag. But very, very, very good to be able to just easily dismantle stage 40, 50, 60 world boss with a completely PvP build. And then if you want to give him a rage and go further, he can absolutely slap. I wouldn't go for, like, I would either go PvP or full rage. I wouldn't meander in the middle with a damage proc or a CTP of energy, because you know, sometimes you're going to proc on the second skill, sometimes you're going to proc on the third skill or the fourth skill. You could try it. Actually, I might actually try it myself. Maybe it will have some positive results. But yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.